All right, guys. Chad here with Midlife Classic Cars, and I had a horrible race Tuesday. The whole day was just bad. We had nothing but issues, and we're still getting chased by an electrical gremlin where it's causing the car to go back into limp mode. So, one thing we did do was make some slight adjustments to the front of the car, but that didn't help. We went into practice. We had two practice sessions. The first practice session, I was slow. Like I was back in the 19s, and I've been getting oh so close to the 17s. And I was back in the 19s. The car just felt slow. It was rotating better. My changes made the car rotating, and I don't know if you noticed electrical gremlins. The car was just moving slow, or it was my turning in race. Now I was in practice one, I was trying to arc the car out a little bit higher instead of hugging the line so much. And for whatever reason, it was just horrible. I was in the 19s. Nothing good came from that one. We made some air pressure changes for practice two, round two of practice. And this was making up for, we missed Monday over rain. Rain had gotten canceled. That was our practice day. So we had two practice sessions before qualifying racing. And then in my second session, the car was it was rotating better and a little bit faster, but I was still like high 18s at that point. The car just was not doing good, and stuff. We just couldn't figure it out. And then at the end of the second practice, the car was just misfiring. It was just not sounding good at all, and we pulled it into our pits and like played with some things, cranked the car back up, and it cranked up just fine, sounded right. Go in to get qualifying, and then next thing I noticed, like the car is just you can tell it's running on two cylinders. So luckily, I had some help from some other guys, some people I've made friends with, and I was strapped into the car. We realized one of the two of the lines that were going into the spark plug was or I guess the igniter or whatever that the piece is that goes onto the spark plug were frayed. They had tape on them. I just never really noticed that they were taped differently than the other ones. And sure enough, they're frayed. So clearly, before I bought the car, the lines got frayed, and then someone just put some tape on them to cover them up. And so there's a little bit of video that'll be thrown up here where they just helped me out, man. And honestly, like I really appreciate those guys just taking the time to do that. The car gets running better. I get out for my qualifying session, and it's just once again just super slow. Like it was just a horrible qualifying. Um, I was just going the wrong direction. So that was that. And then during my qualifying, my girlfriend showed up. Leah, she did a lot of my social media for Instagram and Facebook for me. I really appreciate her doing that. And, I took the time to walk her around and introduce her to some of the people I've become friends with and met. She's gotten used to me every week watching other Legend Car Racers YouTube videos, and she really wanted to meet Killer Cam. So we went and looked for him. We found his car, but I never saw him to introduce her. She wanted to get a photo with Killer Cam. She thought he's pretty cool and loves his personality and his videos and stuff. But that and I took her to the drivers meeting. She got to see some of the NASCAR drivers in the drivers meeting, see everybody, and all the kids get excited for the drivers meeting. She had a lot of fun. Took around in the pits and stuff and everything. But yeah, it's she had a great time. Really appreciate her coming out. Then right before the race, we're having issues again with the car. And oh, wait a minute. No, yeah, we're having issues, but we got out there and I was running late. I think my story's wrong. The car didn't start cutting out till I was going for the race. And qualified, it was fine. And then during the race, when I started for the race, that's when it started acting up and I had everybody come out and help me. And so I was running behind getting the race. I didn't think I was going that fast, but I definitely got my ass chewed out by the officials for speeding in the pits. I was in first gear. I probably was moving faster than I was. I should have. Like I have some video in here of it. But yeah, just to add more bad times is getting chewed out for driving too fast. And I'm not someone that likes to put people in danger, and I also like to follow the rules. But yeah, I did that, so got in trouble for that. Um, and then got into the race, started strong, in the back of the pack clearly, keeping some of the slower guys behind me. But two of the other guys I usually kind of are around the same pace. I just couldn't keep up with them. And then we were doing pretty good, avoiding the cautions again. And then, yeah, the car just started going back into limp mode. It did it once right before we had a caution. It was a red flag caution, and it went into limp mode then. And I have, the car stays running. I'm giving it throttle, and just nothing happens. So we get back running, the car's running again, and I'm running laps, and then all of a sudden it does it again, and I give up. It's not worth ruining other people's race. It's not worth adding more cautions. Once again, like I said, I don't like causing trouble, so I decide to get off the track, and I just at this point don't know what to do. We've replaced the throttle body. I had the Legends car people give me a new throttle body and ECU. That solved a lot of the car just cutting off and just running and idling cleaner, and that really helped with the car. So apparently there's some sensor that they're having a hard time getting new ones of, because I've had the two that I have retuned multiple times, but still the car just cuts out. Just sitting there on idle, cut out, idle's rough. And then we got the new one in, and that solved all those issues. So I was like, oh, maybe this will solve the going into limp mode issue, because we've also, like Josh Williams recommended, replacing the fuel pump. We did that, which I'll have a whole fuel pump video coming out soon, just about that. That was an issue. We've replaced the battery. We've done spark plugs. I've done everything I can that I know of. So, yeah, at the end of the race day, I ended up spending the night down in Charlotte, and decided just to, take my car to Legend Cars and just drop it off, and just, I give up. Like, no matter what I do, I cannot chase and find this issue why the car's continually going into limp mode. So the car's left down there with them right now. I do have some races coming up, but this coming weekend's my birthday weekend. I'm going on family vacation. And then the weekend after that, I would like to, there's a race I could run, but it's just a matter of if I can get the car back, if they can get to the car. So it's just, it's just been a crappy situation. My last, I think, 3 or 4 races, I have not been able to finish the races because the car keeps going into limp mode. Even my GoPros this race were acting up. I don't really have much GoPro footage to show you. Most of the footage I have is either from my dad or my girlfriend shooting off my phone. So it's just one of those things. Like a lot of people say, it's just racing. See me talk about in one of my previous videos how I can't stand that saying, it's just racing. But I guess this is part of it. Yeah, and I really want to get better at this car. I need to get this car solved, because my goal is to do some of the road racing. We've been working on the schedule of races to run, and I have a bunch of ovals, but then I want to get running some of the road races down in Atlanta, the VIR road race, and even the one that's inside the track. I think they're still doing. I haven't seen the dates for it yet, but I think they're still doing that race. So yeah, just all in all, like a bad race day. Everything was bad. There was nothing other than the people helping me and being generally helpful, which I'm, big shout out. I've made a lot of friends. I'm gonna post some pictures and photos of some people I've made friends with this whole series. Like, other than them being awesome, it was just bad. Oh, that, and this is a funny one. So, like a lot of you, I grew up with Days of Thunder. That was our NASCAR movie. That was kind of like the racing movie back in the day. And I'm pretty sure it was McDonald's. I got this cold trickle car when I was a kid. It was for Superflow. It was a 46. I think it was in a McDonald's Happy Meal when I got it. Well, a few weeks ago, I found a Superflow T-shirt with cold trickle on it and stuff to match my car. So that's like the best thing that happened to me. It came in the other day, and that was like the best thing that happened to me during the race day. But yeah, we're going to keep at it. Like, I mean, this sucks, but I want to get better. I want to get faster. I want to do better at the cookout next year. So I want to learn how to tune the car as far as the suspension myself better. I want to learn how to make changes so I can make adjustments to the car. Like, I really want to learn. Like, I really want to learn how to get faster. So I'm going to keep at it. And do what I've got to do. So keep out for videos. Some of the Legend car videos might slow down. I might have some other ones coming out soon. I'm gonna have some book reviews coming out pretty soon. Some shorts. I'm gonna try some of the YouTube shorts for that and everything. So keep out for that. And please like and subscribe. Like I said, I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so I can add products into my videos. I really appreciate if you like and subscribe and share my videos. And as always, check out midlifeclassiccars.com for all your book and shop manual needs, like racing books, how-to books, shop manuals, anything of that nature. You know, we sell. If it burns gas, we've got it. So check that out. And remember, we always ship our books in boxes to protect them, to make sure they get to you safe and everything. So yeah, I appreciate everybody watching the series. I appreciate, I've got a couple people that have come up to me and told me they really like watching the series. I really appreciate that. It really keeps me going.
I was going to come over here and tell you I enjoy your YouTube videos, but one of my cars just wrecked out. I found you the other week and I've really enjoyed your videos.
Oh man, thank you. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. One of my cars just wrecked. I got to go.
Good. Appreciate it. So thanks guys. Thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll have some more Legend car racing coming up soon. Take care. Talk to you in the next video. Oh God.